Take your pillowcase off tonight and look at the pillow underneath in good light. Most of us wash sheets every week and assume the bed is clean, but the pillow itself can quietly collect sweat, skin oils, drool, and yellow stains for months while hiding under a fresh case. Then one day, you finally notice the discoloration and think the pillow is ruined. But before you throw it away or toss it straight into the washing machine, there is one thing you need to check, because the wrong cleaning method can destroy a perfectly good pillow in a single cycle. My name is Lucia, and today I'm going to show you the method I use to wash pillows properly, brighten the yellowing, deal with stubborn stains, clean memory foam without breaking it apart, and dry everything without leaving the filling lumpy. The first rule is simple: never wash a pillow just because another pillow survived the machine. Read the care tag first. Different fillings behave very differently in water. A pillow that looks ordinary from the outside may be machine washable, while another that looks almost identical may need spot cleaning only. If the label says machine wash, follow its temperature and cycle instructions. The pillow I am showing you here, for example, allows cold water, a gentle cycle, and mild detergent. If your tag gives only laundry symbols and you use an iPhone, take a clear photo of the tag, open the image, swipe up, and let the phone identify what those laundry symbols mean. It is useful. The tag decides the method, not a cleaning video. That small pause at the beginning can save the entire pillow, because the washer is not where you discover what the filling can tolerate. You discover that from the label before water touches it. 1 minute of checking can prevent a very expensive mistake. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel if you want practical cleaning methods that explain what to do, why it works, and when a different material needs a different approach. Around here, the goal is not to scrub harder or buy 10 products. It is to understand the item first, use the gentlest method that can do the job, and protect the things you already own. And tell me in the comments, when was the last time you actually washed the pillow itself, not just the pillowcase? I think some of us are about to discover it has been longer than we want to admit. Now let us talk about the pillow that should make you stop before reaching for the washer. Memory foam. Speaking from experience, do not throw a solid memory foam pillow into the washing machine unless its manufacturer specifically says you can. The agitation and saturation can damage the foam, make it crumble, and leave you with an expensive pillow that no longer holds its structure. Many memory foam pillows solve this by giving you a removable zip cover. That cover may be machine washable even when the foam insert is not. Remove it and wash it according to its own tag. The foam itself is usually treated very differently, and I will show you the spot cleaning method while the machine washable pillows are running. First, however, we need to prepare those washable pillows before they ever enter the drum. Pre-treatment is what gives old yellow marks a better chance of disappearing instead of asking the washing machine to solve everything alone. I use 2 possible approaches, not both together. The first is ordinary 3% hydrogen peroxide, the kind commonly sold in the brown bottle at pharmacies and large stores. Before using it, check the pillow care instructions and test a small hidden spot if you are uncertain about color fastness. If the material allows it, spray the stained areas generously enough to make the fabric damp. Pay special attention to the yellow zones caused by sweat, oils, and drool. If the marks are heavy, take a soft bristled brush and gently agitate those circles rather than attacking them with a stiff brush. The goal is to help the pre-treatment reach the stain, not wear through the fabric. Then wait. I like to give the peroxide about 30 minutes before washing. That dwell time matters. That is patience doing really useful work. Spraying something and immediately rinsing it away does not give the pre-treatment much opportunity to work. Your second option is a laundry stain remover. The stain remover I use is Tide Ultra Oxy. Apply it in the same general way. Spray the pillow liberally, concentrate on the visible trouble spots, gently work those areas with a soft brush if needed, and allow the product the contact time directed on its current label. Its oxygen-based stain-fighting system is useful for yellowing and can help the pillow come out looking brighter as well as cleaner. Do not combine peroxide and a stain remover just because both are useful. Choose one treatment and follow its directions. More chemistry is not automatically better cleaning. There is also a moment when cleaning is no longer the sensible answer. If a pillow is extremely stained, badly worn, flat, or perhaps around 10 years old and has lost the structure that once supported your head and neck, replacement may make more sense than spending hours trying to rescue it. Cleaning can remove soil. It cannot restore support that has physically collapsed. If the pillow still has good shape and the tag allows washing, then it is worth giving the method a chance. Once pre-treatment has had time to work, load the washing machine carefully. If you can wash 2 pillows together, place one on each side of the drum so the load stays more balanced when the machine begins spinning. A single water-heavy pillow can make a machine thump violently if the weight collects on one side. Use a mild laundry detergent. I personally prefer a free and clear formula without added dyes or fragrance because the pillow spends hours pressed close to your face, but the detergent choice is yours as long as it suits the fabric and label. If your washer has a bulky or bedding setting, that can be helpful for larger items because it is designed around loads that hold more water. If it does not, a normal or gentle cycle may be appropriate depending on the care tag. Again, the pillow label gets the final word. For the example pillow, that means cold water. Start the cycle and let the machine do its work. While those pillows are washing, this is the perfect time to deal with the memory foam pillow we kept out. Fill a spray bottle with water and add only a very small amount of dish soap. I like Blue Dawn here, but another mild dish soap can work if the pillow manufacturer allows it. Here is the important part. Do not spray that mixture directly onto the foam. Memory foam is the place where less water is better. Saturating it makes drying much harder and can damage the material. Instead, mist a little solution onto a clean microfiber towel. You want the towel lightly damp, not dripping. Then gently blot and wipe only the dirty area. Work slowly until the spot begins to lift. If you need to remove remaining soap, rinse a second microfiber cloth, wring it out extremely well, and lightly blot the area again with clean water. The aim is controlled spot cleaning, not soaking. Once the mark is gone, drying becomes the priority. Get air around the foam as quickly as possible. I often like placing it outside in the sun so it dries faster and airs out, but always check the care tag because some foams or covers may have restrictions on direct sunlight or heat. If outdoor drying is allowed, place it somewhere clean with good airflow and make sure it dries completely before the cover goes back on. A damp foam pillow hidden inside fabric is the opposite of what we want. By the time you finish that small job, the washer may be nearly done. But do not move the machine wash pillows straight from washer to dryer without looking at them first. The inspection between washing and drying is one of the most important steps in this entire method because heat can make a stain much harder to remove once you decide too late that it was still there. When the washing cycle ends, take each pillow out and inspect it while it is still wet. Look at the places you pre-treated first. Check the yellow patches, the drool marks, the edges, and any stain that worried you before washing. If those marks are gone, you can move on to drying. If they are still visible, stop here. Do not assume the dryer will finish the cleaning for you. Heat can set certain stains and make them harder to remove later, so this is the moment to treat the problem again while you still have options. Apply the same compatible pre-treatment you chose earlier, give it the required dwell time, and run the pillow through another wash cycle if the care tag allows it. If you are dealing with a really stubborn washable pillow that still has deep yellowing after pre-treatment and washing, there is one stronger soaking step that can be useful: OxiClean Versatile Stain Remover, mixed with warm water according to the current product directions and the pillow's care label. Use a large tote or tub so the washable pillow can be submerged without being crushed into a tiny space. I let it soak roughly 3 to 4 hours when stubborn stains persist, keeping within the product and fabric instructions, then return it to the washing machine for another proper cycle. Do not improvise stronger concentrations or add other cleaners to the soak. OxiClean is the treatment. It does not need peroxide, bleach, vinegar, or another product added to make it better. After that second wash, inspect again before any heat touches the pillow. This pause is what keeps a stain removal problem from becoming a permanent stain problem. But once the pillow is clean enough to dry, there is another mistake that can ruin the result: putting a wet pillow into the dryer as one heavy lump and leaving it there. Before it goes in, hold the pillow at both ends and give it a good fluff. Work the filling back into an even shape. If one side feels dense or clumped, separate the material gently through the outer fabric with your hands. The goal is to give the filling space to move as it dries rather than letting one wet mass harden into a lump. Then add dryer balls. They bounce around during the cycle and help knock the filling apart so the pillow stays loftier and more even. If you do not own dryer balls, a few clean tennis balls can perform the same basic job. For the cycle itself, I like the bulkier bedding setting when the machine offers it, because we are still dealing with a large item that holds moisture. If your dryer does not have that setting, normal or delicate can work when the pillow's care tag permits it. The heat is where I become conservative. Use low heat or no heat when the label allows that approach. Yes, drying may take longer. A pillow can hold surprising amounts of water deep inside, and rushing with high heat can damage some fillings or coverings. The tag still decides what is safe. Every so often, stop the dryer, take the pillows out, fluff them again, feel for damp or cool areas in the center, and return them if necessary. Do not judge dryness only by the outside fabric. A surface can feel warm and dry while the filling inside still holds moisture. I want the pillow dry all the way through before it goes back onto the bed. If you can press deeply into the center and find a cool, heavy, damp section, keep drying according to the care instructions. This is also why memory foam must be handled separately. The spot-cleaned foam we set aside earlier should be allowed to air dry completely. Do not put it back into its zip cover simply because the surface no longer feels wet. Good airflow is your friend. If the manufacturer allows outdoor drying, I really like using fresh air and sunlight to speed things along and help the pillow air out. If direct sun is not recommended, use a shaded, ventilated area instead. The principle is the same: controlled moisture during cleaning and complete drying afterward. Now look at the finished machine-washed pillows. The yellowing should be reduced, the fabric should look brighter, and the filling should feel evenly distributed instead of packed into corners. But this is where I want to shift from rescue to prevention, because the best pillow cleaning routine is the one that keeps you from needing a dramatic rescue every time. The first habit is the easiest. Change your pillowcase about once a week when you change your bedding. A pillowcase is the first barrier between your skin and the pillow, so removing it regularly also removes much of the sweat, facial oils, hair products, and drool before those substances have months to migrate into the pillow itself. If you already do this every week, good. Keep doing it. The second protection step is a pillow protector. This goes directly over the pillow, and then your ordinary pillowcase goes over the protector. In other words, the pillow gets 2 layers between the filling and everything your face and hair leave behind during the night. A washable protector can catch much of the grime that otherwise reaches the pillow, and it is generally much easier to wash a protector frequently than to wash the entire pillow every time it begins looking dingy. Choose one that fits the pillow properly and follow its own washing instructions. The third habit is simply not waiting forever. As a rule, I recommend washing machine washable pillows roughly every 3 to 6 months, so soil never has years to build into the fabric. That is a useful schedule to remember, but the care tag, pillow material, how much you sweat, whether pets sleep on the bed, and how well you use protectors can all change what makes sense. The important idea is regular maintenance. A light clean on a washable pillow with manageable staining is easier than trying to rescue a neglected pillow after a decade. And here is a question I want you to answer honestly. Are you going to put a reminder on your calendar for the next pillow wash? Or will this be one of those things you remember only when the pillow turns yellow again? First, read the care tag. If it is machine washable, follow the listed water temperature, cycle, and detergent guidance. If it is memory foam, do not machine wash unless the manufacturer explicitly allows it. Remove and wash a compatible zip cover separately, and spot clean the foam with a lightly damp microfiber cloth, carrying water and a very small amount of mild dish soap. For washable pillows, pre-treat yellow or oily stains with either 3% hydrogen peroxide when compatible or a dedicated laundry stain remover such as Tide Ultra Oxy, then allow time for the treatment to work. Gently brush severe marks with soft bristles if the fabric tolerates it. Load 2 pillows opposite each other when possible to help balance the washer. Use mild detergent, with free and clear being my preference, and choose bulky, normal, or gentle according to the pillow tag. When washing ends, inspect before drying. If stains remain, treat and wash again. For extremely stubborn, compatible washable pillows, an OxiClean soak for roughly 3 to 4 hours can be the next step when its label and the pillow instructions allow it. Then wash again. Before drying, fluff the pillows. Add dryer balls or clean tennis balls. Choose the appropriate bulky, normal, or delicate cycle, and use low or no heat when permitted. Keep drying and refluffing until the center is completely dry. Then protect the result with weekly pillowcase changes, a washable pillow protector, and a periodic pillow washing around every 3 to 6 months when appropriate. And if a pillow is very old, flat, damaged, and no longer supportive, remember that washing is not a time machine. Sometimes the best cleaning decision is replacement. But when the pillow is still structurally good, the difference can be remarkable. So tonight, take the case off one pillow and look at what is actually underneath. Then come back and tell me what you found. Perfectly clean, a little yellow, or a pillow that has been hiding 10 years of history under a fresh case. Thanks.